It's about wanting to get to know the person next to you because they're very, very interesting, but they're not necessarily going to volunteer that information, right? So everybody looks out for each other. It's polite, it's clean, it's not, edgy, right?
Okay. No swearing?
No, not particularly.
Okay.
Not particularly.
Okay. But you're saying this is kind of different than some startups, you're saying?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, we go around, but it's different from big companies as well. And we all know that, as soon as you walk in from one place or, to another, it's just a different way of doing things. But the atmosphere we wanted to create was where, no matter who it is, the most senior hire can go and have a drink or lunch, with the new intern who's come in, because we know that those people are going to be fascinating. We know that all of us are curious people. We know that, we're thinking about a mission which is really important. And, it's not about being crazy for us. It's about driving something forward that is really meaningful. And as corny as it may sound, it's changing people's lives. And the reality is we have changed people's lives over the last 3 years.
Do you do team building exercises?
Yeah, occasionally. I don't want to reveal to the team what the next one is, but it's happening in 2 weeks.
Do they stand on the table and fall backwards? Or
although
or
we
is
are,
the market advanced?
I'll tell you, we have some keen beans in our office have just signed everyone up for the London Fitness Challenge, whatever it is, in Wembley. This 10K where you have to run over obstacles.
Yeah.
You guys should look at that.
Yeah, that would be good.
So I may not run over them, but I can probably roll over them.
So you'll do that and see if people want to do that.
Well, I think the whole team will be doing.
Is that mandatory?
It's not. I don't think it's going to be mandatory because someone needs to hold the drinks at the end. So we've got, there needs to be we're British. There needs to be some
like
beers.
A true Englishman.
Exactly. There needs to be some beers at the end, right? But the problem for me is that, of course, being fiercely competitive, I'm now going to have to train because I can't let any of them beat me.
No, although one of them probably will, but
yeah,
maybe not.
Yeah.
Fired.
I mean, yeah, they won't next year if they do this year.
Talk to me about Stanford. I mean, you spent 2 years, in California, and then you made a decision to come back to the UK, when I guess you could have done something similar in the States. A lot of people that we've had in this chair never had that experience. They've been here their whole lives. What did you learn at Stanford? What did you learn from the Yanks, and why did you decide to come home?
Yeah, well, I guess as we can all say safely in this environment now, we've all fled America, haven't we? So,
I know. Yeah.
They don't want me, so.
Yeah, they don't want you. They probably don't want me anymore.
That's right. Look, it was a life-changing, wonderful experience that I would encourage anyone, to go and do. I am a totally different person for being there. Incredibly more self-aware. Have the most wonderful friends. Have experiences to remember and laughs that I will never forget, and that's even without getting into the academia or anything like that. Stanford as a university is a place where it's just magical, and there's very little way of describing it other than superlatives. And those 2 years were very formative in everything that I've done for Nutmeg.
Was that a dream you always had, to go to school, an MBA in the States, or was it always West Coast?
Well, it wasn't MBA necessarily. So when I graduated high school, I wanted to be a teacher. So I still want to be a teacher. So when I grow up, I'm going to be a teacher.
How can anybody sign up, publish an event, and start selling tickets in a matter of minutes? We love the notion of people gathering. We really thought about low friction. We want to be that cable TV of live experiences. We basically broke all the startup rules. It's fairly insane to go into a business venture with your fiance. My advice, to any 20-year-old or fledgling entrepreneur is to not listen to their parents. Do something really incredible.